Hello, I'm Kristy and welcome to SatTV Week, your premier source for satellite communication news and industry analysis. It's been another momentous week in Satcom as the FCC has adopted rules to auction spectrum for 5G, Airbus pioneers a new hybrid base station, the European Commission has financed RRTB's smallsat recovery initiative, and Northrop Grumman's Omega rocket succeeds on its second stage test. In a landmark decision, the FCC has voted 3-2 last Friday to adopt rules to auction C-band spectrum space to free up space for next generation's 5G networks. The C-band block is a highly powered band essential for high-throughput applications such as video delivery, which is anticipated to support a wide variety of emerging broadband and broadcast technologies. SES and Telesat have congratulated Chairman Ajit Pai and the Commission for their ruling, which they regard as a win-win-win for US leadership in 5G, American taxpayers, and the nearly 120 million US households that rely on the C-band for their cable and broadcast programming. However, not all are pleased with the move. Chairman and CEO of ABS Global, Jim Fraunfelter, argued, "This order is fatally flawed by its misinterpretations of the Communications Act and by its numerous arbitrary and capricious conclusions. The small satellite operators are going to be harmed by the unlawful revocation of the right to use 60% of their licensed C-band spectrum, and we will ask the courts to overturn this order and to instruct the FCC to start the entire process again." The FCC has authorised up to $5.2 billion to cover the cost of shifting users to make space for the new networks, which is on top of incentive payments. In defence of the allocation, Ajit Pai stated that "We want satellite operators to vacate the lower portion of the C-band quickly, and this transition will be much faster if we align the incentives of satellite operators with the incentives of wireless providers who want expedited access to that spectrum." On a more international note, Airbus have introduced a pioneer hybrid base station, TB4, the latest evolution of their base station hardware, which supports both Tetra and 4G, 5G connections. The small-scale adaptable station carries the same features as the popular Tetra TB3, alongside dual homing, air interface encryption and base station fallback, but now also supports LTE, access to 4G, 5G networks. The TB4 plays a key role in Airbus's ecosystem approach, inspired on Nokia's AirScale platform. The station enables customers worldwide to benefit from a long Tetra life cycle and a smooth evolution toward wireless broadband. In New Space News, the European Commission has financed the Recovery and Return to Base project, a smallsat recovery initiative that aims to reclaim rockets for reuse in future launches, which would drastically reduce launch costs and manufacturing time. The RRTB project received over €3 million from the European Commission's H2020 programme, fueling their efforts to validate key technologies for safe and cost-effective recovery and reuse of launch vehicles. Orchestrated by the Barcelona startup Pangaea Aerospace and fueled by their initial research initiatives, the RRTB project is composed of 8 experienced partners in the aerospace sector from 6 European countries. In military news, Northrop Grumman has successfully completed a full-scale static fire test of the second stage of the Omega launch system, developed to support the US Space Force's National Security Space Launch Programme. The second stage motor fired for the full duration of 140 seconds, burning 340,000 pounds of solid propellant to produce upwards of 785,000 pounds of thrust. The test verified the motor's ballistics and thermal performance, as well as steering control and stress tests against ultra-cold environments. The rocket is designed to accommodate national security payloads while simultaneously serving civil and commercial markets. Charlie Precourt, Vice President of Propulsion Systems at Northrop, stated Omega resembled the most reliable propulsion available to ensure exceptional mission assurance for our customers. That's all for this week. Remember, you can follow the latest industry news and views by visiting satellite-evolution.com. Until next week, thanks for joining us.